Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of Phasmophobia. Now, this morning, Phasmophobia had a patch. I'm going to discuss the patch and the update, but firstly, I'm going to talk about the new crossover that Phasmophobia is doing and Kinetic Games is doing, and that is with Alan Wake, which is a limited time event for a crossover. Which is really really cool. If you go over here to the event board, as I like to call it, if you go over here, you can see right here the event board. If I was further about Alan Wake, you can see earn community points beneficiation. So yeah, um, you can see right here the event lasts for 21 days and 6 hours and 30 minutes for the looks of it. So that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks to get get onto the event and actually enjoy it before it ends, which is really neat. So if you go in, you can actually see the lobby is a bit different now, um, which is really neat. Now, the human anatomy problems still do exist, unfortunately. So when you look down and do this, you can see your legs still turn into boneless McGee, as I like to call it. I mean, you can see here your legs kind of move like wormy little legs, as I'm going to nickname them. So yeah, still unnatural. Still very unnatural. Um, it does not look right at all. One of my big things I've recently noticed that I've had a big gripe with ever since the new animation changes um, is how when you hold things in the lobby, such as the jingle blocks or the bowling pins, there is no holding animation for them. So it looks like you're holding them with your teeth or something. It doesn't look natural at all. Like, look, my hands are nowhere touching it. They're nowhere near touching it. It does not look right, Kinetic Games. It does not look right. So this is just honest criticism. Don't take it the wrong way, please. It just does not look right. What am I supposed to be holding it with? My teeth? Am I a dog or something? I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Pardon my French, but I mean, honest question. Especially the freaking Jenga blocks. I mean, what is this? I mean, I'm not holding it with my hand like I'm supposed to be. Like, I mean, look at my hand. My hand's below my waist, so I'm not holding it with my hand. So it doesn't make any sense. So please, maybe potentially work on and add some animations for the lobby, uh, the freaking lobby items, as I like to call them. So please. Also, I'm going to get Kinetic Games a pass here because they are a small development team. They're not like EA where they have like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of freaking employees. But how how hard was it for them to miss this long wall of misplaced texture? I mean, look at this. This is atrocious. This is atrocious. Um, so please fix it, Kinetic Games. It's not hard to miss. Please. I'm not one to make fun of you or criticize your game, but this is not good. This is not good. Um, Also, there seems to be more and more bugs introduced with this patch, while trying to fix some of the older issues. For example, let me show you. Um, I am going to go on a different map than Tanglewood because I always go to Tanglewood. So instead, I'm going to go to Edgefield instead, because I know I keep going to freaking Tanglewood, and I apologize, but yeah, we're going to go to Edgefield this time. So let's see. Enable. Yeah, let's disable that because I don't want to die. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, I'm going to die probably, especially if I'm trying to be less of a.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know what it's capable
Okay, so cursed object. Okay. Also, I just now realized with this patch, with this update, they did introduce a new ghost type, which is not good for me because I barely already know the three new ghost types abilities. So this is not good for me at least. The new ghost type being the Oswang, which is a Japanese name. I think it's either Japanese or Korean. Yeah, but it's a new ghost type, and yeah. So let's see here. Rumored to gorge itself on blood and corpses, the Oswang is feral yet capable of blending into urban environments. Strength. When they spot their target, Oswangs become faster in pursuit. So they have a very similar ability to those of the Revenants, because Revenants, when they are chasing you, they also gain the speed ability. So they have a very similar ability to those of a Revenant, which is very nice. So it's not too complex. Like, they have a very similar ability to a Revenant. Aswangs prefer chasing over searching. Alright. So that means they're going to be similar to like a Deogen, because a Deogen also has like the ability, the constant ability of being able to chase you and always knowing where you are at all times. It's not like any other ghost type where they chase you on sight. They know where you are at all times. So that's nice. The Golyu, the Abombo, and the Dayan are a bit more confusing to me because they're a bit newer. Even the older ones I'm still kind of getting used to. So I'm kind of a bit rusty when I'm doing these investigations when it comes to ghost types. So let me go ahead and go right here. By the way, a complaint that I've seen people talk about is how the journal is a bit too small when it comes to your size, when it comes to being on your screen. And yes, it is. I will have to agree. It is very, 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 very small. Now, I will like to point out is that the animations do have a toggle. So if you don't like the new animations, you can toggle them off and go back to default, which I think is nice. It means that you can go back to kind of like default Phasmophobia without the new animations, which I like that toggle for players. I think it gives the immersive feel to the OG players who preferred the older animations. So I really, really, really like that. Again, it's giving the players the options to like how they prefer. So with the addition of a Swan, that brings the total ghost types up to a whopping 28. That also means that the Mimic has a new ghost type to Mimic, so the Mimic just gets buffed straight off the get-go. So that makes the Mimic even stronger than it already was, because as you all know, I mean, it's no surprise here with the Mimic, but the Mimic just gets an immediate buff every single time they add a new ghost type, because it can mimic another ghost type. Also, is it just me, or do they both walking speed slightly? This is just me walking. I feel like they buffed walking speed a little bit. Alright, so one of the best things that I can see off the get-go is how the animations have been changed slightly. So for example, the video camera. Now it's hold off to the side to where it doesn't obscure your vision. This was a common complaint before this patch, and Kinetic Games changed it to where it's off your screen now and you can actually see it. So you don't have to worry about it obscuring your vision anymore. And the animation for switching items is a lot quicker now, so you can quickly get like evidence if you need to. Now, a lot of people also are complaining about the watch and how it's kind of making playing with players less useful, because them not being able to, without them needing to track your sanity anymore, because you can now track your sanity on your watch, so it's not needed anymore, and people are complaining about that. I disagree. The reason why is because if you're playing by yourself, you do not need to go to the truck in order to see your sanity. This was not a thing before, so you would have to go out of the building to check your sanity. You do not need to do that anymore. So it helps solo players like myself who do not have any friends, or friends that are currently unable to play with you or with me, or friends that don't have a game that cannot play with me. So again, this helps me in the sense that I'm by myself and I don't have friends with me right now. Also, I envision a Edgefield Road, a 42 Edgefield Road rework, because they have the old map schematics. See, look at that. They don't have an updated map schematic for Edgefield. So I see them doing a Edgefield Road rework in the future, but again, not for certain. Also, Edgefield has 3 floors, which that means a bit more of a grind to find the ghost room and potentially the bone, which I hope I'll be able to find. And the breakers in the basement. That's good to know. All right. What's the name of the ghost? Dorothy Holland responds to everyone. Capture 3 unique photos with a photo camera. Have a member of your ghost witness a ghost event. And detect paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone. Well, I don't have a parabolic. Let's see here. I want to take the thermometer this time because I feel like I'm making a mistake by not getting the thermometer, because usually I don't take the thermometer in there. And that's because the thermometer is not as useful as it was, because, well, you couldn't... Because freezing temps as an evidence type is kind of hard to get now. Because before, I've said this countless times, but I will say it again. Before, back in the old days of Phasmophobia, you would be able to confirm freezing temps just from your character's breath. Just from your character's breath alone. If you saw character breath, you can immediately rule freezing temps out. And it'll be a freezing temps ghost. Now, you can't do that just from freezing temps anymore. You have to physically see a change in the thermometer going below either 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Then only can you actually rule out freezing temps. So yeah, I figured I'll go ahead and say that. So yeah. Alright. Let's get to it. Response to people who... It's response to everyone, right? Okay, yeah, Dorothy. Alright. Did I get the key? Yeah, good. Alright. Alright, so with that being said, we just started our investigation. I'm immediately looking for orbs. I heard a footstep. I'm hearing things move. Going upstairs. Again, I usually go to Tanglewood, so I went to Edgefield this time. Oh, what's... Wait. I didn't open that. Is that Yuri? Wait, I'm leaving my thermometer here. I'm going to go get UV. I feel like it's instant Yuri, right? Because it opened the door all the way. UV. No UV. Gotta talk to it. Give me a sign. Do you want me to leave? Again, I'm gonna try not to pussy out. That's my biggest problem. Is pussying out. There's a lot of lockers in here I can hide in. Why am I not turning any lights on? What am I doing? I'm being kind of an idiot. Alright. Okay, I suspect that the ghost room is in here. I do. What's my sanity at? Okay, really now. Really. Really, you're gonna do this now. They cut the breaker off. Really now. Really now. Wait, did I turn the breaker back off? What am I doing? I did turn it on or off. What am I doing? I'm being completely idiot. Okay. It's not being very active. 3 minutes. I think I can rule out Oni because it's not being very active. So let me go ahead and rule out Oni because it's not being very active. So I think we can rule out Oni. I'm just saying right now. I mean, from personal experience, I think we can rule out Oni. We can turn some damn lights on in here. That's the outside light. What am I doing? Give me a sign. Wait. Okay, we can roll out Onryo now too. Because I don't think Onryo likes candles, so I think we can rule out Onryo as well. Actually, it might be Onryo. That's the thing. Wait, let me see. I'm studying, okay? This is my study chart. A huge thing can cause an Onryo to attack. When threatened, this ghost will be less likely to hunt. Let me check my sanity real quick. Also, one thing I will have to hate about the new update, and this was a part of the whole character customization update a week ago on May 5th. But when they changed the animations and they updated the animations and added character customization, they also updated the death animation. So before, when you died, the death animation was much more scary, much more terrifying. And when the ghost killed you, the hands grab you and kind of like choke you, pulling you towards the death room. Now it's kind of different. Basically, when it kills you now, it lifts you up from behind and kind of snaps your neck. I personally prefer the OG death animation. It was much more scary, and it was OG. I don't know why they changed it. I'm disappointed about that. I really am. Kinetic Games, please listen to player feedback and revert to that, please, because that was much better and it was OG, and it was much more terrifying. Alright. The thing is, we haven't even seen the ghost room yet. I'm thinking it's a garage ghost for some reason. Alright. Let me check my sanity real quick. I swear, if it's a demon, I'm gonna lose my shit. I swear. Oh, and by the way, I want to make a quick correction in regards to your watch, your sanity watch. It corresponds to your actual color. So, for example, if you go to your options and go to your color, such as my player 1 color, it's currently blue because blue is my favorite color. If you change it to green, then your watch will change to green. If you change it to yellow, your watch will turn to yellow. If you turn it to black, your watch will turn to black. And so on and so forth. So it completely corresponds to your current player color, which is nice. It gives that nice customization feel, and it gives that nice little room for customization, which I really, really, really like. People, like I said, don't like the watch. I can understand where they're coming from because it gave the sense of helping you. For example, players being in the truck guy, as I like to call it. The truck guy can monitor the investigation, the activity, and the team's sanity, which now they won't have to do because they can just check their watch to check their sanity. So now they don't need to do that. So I can understand where they're coming from. And I can understand where the hate's coming from. But on a solo player's perspective, it really, really helps out because it prevents you from needing to go back to the truck in order to get a proper reading on your sanity, which is nice. It gives you time to be able to get evidence from the ghost, or get pictures, get video evidence, get the bone, and whatnot. So again, I can understand where the hate comes from, but I can also see solo players really benefiting from this update and the watch. The watch is one of my favorite quality of life changes because, like I said, it helps out solo players. That's my opinion. You can disagree if you want, but that's strictly my opinion. All right. Spirit box is going to be the scariest because I'm going to have to find the room firstly, and then ask it questions. If it's a yokai, that's going to be even scarier because a yokai doesn't like when you talk. Oh God. One of the crazy things about this game, though, is how when it first came out back in 2020, over 5 years ago now at this point, the ghost total was pretty much cut in half, over half, because there were only 12 ghosts at the time. 12. And now there are 28, as far as I know. 28. It's hard to believe that there's 28 ghost types in this game now. It's hard to believe. It's a lot of... you need to learn a lot of knowledge from that. Alright. My sanity is like 90%, right? Let me check. I'm still kind of leaning on Yuri because of what I saw in the hallway, because Yuri has a special ability that no other ghost type can do, I don't think, and that is the ability to like fully open or fully close doors, to where other ghost types like halfway close it, or partly open it. So I'm kind of leaning on Yuri for that, but I'm not sure if it's Yuri. The thing is, if it starts a hunt, theoretically, I don't know the ghost room. So, if it starts a hunt, I can run right into it and it can kill me. That's the thing. That's the thing. By the way, to check your watch, you do need to have your flashlight gone. Which I think is kind of dumb. Kind of dumb indeed. Alright. Enough checking it out. Enough. What's with this eye adaptation? I don't know what. Use some damn orbs. I chickened out way too much, okay? It's time to make a change. Wait. I put the UV light in the hallway, didn't I? Oh no, I left it out here. It's still on. Wow. Okay, I was unintentionally creating a bug there. Look at that. I'm holding nothing. Look at that. Oh my god, dude. Kinetic Games, how could you not find this during your playtesting? Oh my god. I did not take you for being lazy game developers. Please, take this seriously. What is my guy holding? He's holding nothing. He's holding nothing, and I'm supposed to believe he's holding a flashlight. Oh my god. This is the kind of moments I need to get from the storm that's inside right now. Oh my god, dude. The bugs are just unintentional, but they just come in at the perfect times. I'm holding my imaginary flashlight. I'm even flipping it on, look. It's literally invincible. I have light shining out of my hand. Oh my god. My flashlight is actually invisible right now. Like, what the Oh my god, dude, this is so fucking stupid, but it's so funny at the same time. Oh my god. Especially from this angle, it looks like I'm a damn zombie coming into your house. Oh my god, I think we can rule out Jen now too. Oh my god, dude, that is hilarious. Holy crap. Oh, that was a good laugh. Holy crap. Thank you so much for that. Also, this is the same map where we got the iconic Markiplier scream. I could not resist that. Holy crap. I could not. Holy shit. Oh, this episode's been a doozy. It's been one hell of a doozy, but it's been a good one. Let me check my sanity. I'm going in. I could just be going into my demise, but I don't care. I'm turning the breaker back on. Some UV down here, maybe? No. Unless it's in its roaming phase, then I don't think we're gonna get that lucky, to be honest. I left the thermometer in there too. Okay, it's giving haunting vibes now. Why does it turn the breaker off so much? It's giving haunting vibes now. By the way, my flashlight is visible again. Figured I'll go ahead and clarify and mention it. That was one hell of a good bug. Holy shit. Pardon my French, but I could not resist. Holy crap. I'm sorry my channel isn't very family friendly, but oh my god, this is... That was a good glitch. Oh my god. Cut the breaker off again, didn't it? I think so. Yeah. See, it's being kind of active now since I'm out of the building, so now it's giving kind of like shade vibes, because the shade is like very shy when you're near it, but it gets very active when you're away from it, so it's giving shade vibes now. Again, I see Edgefield getting a rework soon because of how it has the old building schematics here in the truck. Because mostly now with the new maps and the reworked maps such as Tanglewood, they're getting the new upgraded building schematics. So that's the reason why I suspect Edgefield to at least, if not get an upgraded building schematics view, at least that, if not a rework. That's the reason why I say that. Although I think Edgefield did get changed from its original look back in 2020, but I'm not quite sure, if I'm being brutally honest. What's my sanity at? It's giving Yuri vibes now. I'm thinking Yuri now for some reason. Let me see. From the earlier, I feel like it's Yuri because of what I'm seeing here, because of how it opened the locker door. It would be Ghost Door, Freezing Temps, and Dots, but the thing is, we haven't even found the Ghost Room. That's the thing. So if it's Yuri, we would have to go into the Ghost Room. We would have to put our evidence down and hope for the best that it is Yuri, because we don't know if it is Yuri or not. See, this is also something that I'm getting from this, but... See, look, Yuris have been known to have a stronger effect on people's sanity. And my sanity has been dropping quite a bit from the little time that I've been in there for. So I'm thinking it could potentially be Yuri from how very little time I've been in there for, and still getting that somewhat significant sanity drop. And from the closet door being all the way open. Because the Yuri fully opens it, whereas all other ghost types only like leave it partially open or halfway open. So I am thinking it's Yuri. but I'm not 100% confident because that was for doors. I think that's the thing. I kind of want to cheat to get the knowledge confirmed, but I think it's Yuri because of what I just saw. I mean, guys, if I'm doing this, if I'm cheating this, if it's Yuri, I'm not going in. All right, I'm thinking it's Yuri. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, something else I just learned is that the Yuri is also the only ghost type in the game that can close the front door outside of a ghost hunt. And so far, it has not done that. Also, okay, yeah, it's on this side. Okay. I thought the door was through the damn wall or something, but no. So that leads me to believe that it isn't Yuri then, because it's not closing the door, although that is kind of a rare ability, so I don't think... I mean... I imagine I'm just wrong this entire time, it's just a fucking demon or something, I swear. Because if I go in, if it hunts, then I'm going to know right off the get-go it's a fucking demon, because a demon can hunt at any sanity, so it doesn't matter. A demon is literally the worst fucking ghost in the entire game. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's the most annoying. At least for me, I get demon more often than not, it seems like. Like, 95% of my ghost types so far have been demon. From what I've seen so far. Oh my god. My gut is just telling me Yuri, because, like, from what I saw, I'm going to regret this, I know I am, but I'm not risking my life. I don't get paid enough. I don't get paid enough, Sarge. Also, the glitch is happening again.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Okay, it was a mare. So, I'm kind of glad I didn't go in. Because it was dark. I'd never seen it turn on a light. That could have been a dead giveaway. Shit. Ugh. Ugh. If I pay attention to the damn lights, I could have ruled out it wasn't a mare either. Shit, man. Because a mare never turns on a light, so, I mean, a mare's kind of easy to rule out. Not really. Because a mare hates lights. Ah, man, that sucks. That sucks so bad. It's a skill issue, though. I'm not afraid to admit it's definitely a skill issue. It's a skill issue combined with a knowledge issue. There you go. I'm not afraid to admit my faults. I do fully expect Kinetic Games to fix the issues, the new bugs, because this update is just a patch to rule out the beta bugs from the character customization added back on the May 5th update. So again, I fully expect them to iron out these issues. I fully expect them to. Also, yes, I'm a Jenga block. This does not look right at all. Yeah, it's weird, okay? Phasmophobia has come a long way, guys. It has. I should have went back in, if I'm being honest, but I didn't. the this is their first collab slash crossover too with Alan Wake, by the way. Sarge is going to fire me for this. Wait. Sarge is going to fire me for this. Wait. One thing I really like about Phasmophobia, though, is that you can play it single player without needing PlayStation Plus. Or without an internet connection. So, you literally only need to have the game installed and purchased, which I do, and you can play it fully offline without an internet connection. You just won't be able to play multiplayer with your friends without PS Plus. So it's still fully playable, even without PlayStation Plus or internet. You just need to have the game purchased and downloaded on your console or your PC. It's not like Dead by Daylight where you actually need an internet connection at all times. See, the thing is, I don't think I'm ballsy enough to go in and actually get evidence, even though I feel like I should be ballsy enough, but I'm not. Speaking of ballsy, I actually have balls right now in my hand. Good old B-ball, am I right? Good old B-ball, am I right? I feel like they birthed, yeah. Okay, yeah, they definitely birthed sprinting, that's for sure. Yeah, what I meant to say is that they definitely buffed sprinting speed. It's definitely a bit faster. I'm not sure how much faster, but yeah, it's definitely faster. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Phasmophobia episode. I want to go ahead and end this Phasmophobia episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out. Please give me any tips down below in the comments below. That'd be certainly appreciated, and it'll be a good help because I'm definitely playing Phasmophobia on this channel more. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.